So it starts off in just space, and then like a ship that's just like a gray rectangle pops out called the Pillar of Autumn. And then on it there's a guy called like Commander Keyes, and he's the main guy who flies that ship around, but you're not him. And then you pop out of this like freezer because you've been asleep in a freezer for like a couple minutes or something, I don't know, like an hour, and you're the Master Chief. It's like Chef, but it's not the same thing. And you're big super soldier in power armor, and then the ship gets attacked by these aliens called the Covenant because they're super religious. And you get up on the bridge, and you take the blue AI lady named Cortana, you stick her in your head, and then Keyes gives you a gun, but he doesn't keep it loaded for some reason because, he's not like in war or anything. And so you have to go find ammo for the stupid pistol. And you're like, oh, why'd they give me a pistol? And then you get some ammo for it, and it turns out this pistol's like a shotgun sniper rifle. So it's like the best weapon ever. And so it's awesome. And then you go around and you fight, you get off the ship into the space pod, and you save this guy he's about to not make because he falls down for no reason. You throw him in, and you get in, and then everyone shoots down into the planet from the last space pod, and then you crash land, and everyone on it dies but you get off, and then you go up this mountain thing. You don't get attacked by the Covenant, but then you do, and then you attack them, and then you fly, or you go around, you rescue all these people, and then you pick them up, and then you drive a little bit more, and you get inside this weird building, and you're on some type of like planet that's not a planet. It's like a ring planet. It's basically like a giant silver ring that's got like planet stuff on it. And then you go, and you're like, okay, what's all this? There's inside parts of it. And then you learn that like these planets aren't real planets, they're artificial. And then you attack, like you do this cool storm, like you not storm as like a storm, but like you're flying in, and then you land, and then you attack this big storming Normandy, but like on a much smaller scale mission. But it's really cool. It's got the da 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 da, and then it starts all that. It's the theme music. And then you go, and you're like attacking, storming the beach, and then you get in this thing, and you get to this door, and then you drive to it, and you go in, but the door's locked, and so you have to go get back in the little Jeep thing. It's called a Warthog, and then you drive all the way around to where you just were, and then we'll pass and go up this hill, and you go down, and then you unlock the door, and then you go back, get in your thing, drive all the way back to the original door that you just unlocked, and you get in it. And then you find out that the thing's called a halo, and it's like the Covenant are going to use it to go on some journey, like, 'cause again, they're religious, and so all this stuff happens, and then the autumn, spirit of Christmas falls and gets attacked, and then they capture like Keyes, and so you have to go rescue him. So you have to get aboard the ship, and so there's a night mission where you, with like a sniper rifle, start fighting all these aliens with a bunch of Marines, and then you go up into the ship, and then you rescue Keyes, and you get off, and then you land on some planet, or it's part of Halo again, I think, and then you find this little log where it's like you Marine helmet, Google Glass, and like you see they get attacked by some type of like weird parasite zombies. And then they're the Flood, and then you have to fight them, and they're really annoying. Like, it's really kind of tough sometimes. There are a lot of them, especially if you're playing on Legendary. And then finally you go back and you find on the ship, and then Keyes is on there, but he's like been turned into a giant thing of just disgusting pus mold, man. And it turns out he's called something called a grave mind, which is like the big sack for the Flood, and you have to shoot him in the face and stuff. And so after that, after you kill Keyes, it's really sad and stuff. And you there's this orb man that you gotta escape all this planet, and you find him. And he's like called something Spark, And he was made by someone who fought the Flood originally, and he's going to help you, defeat the Flood. And so finally find out that you got to get this key. And so you go with him to get this key, but you can't get the key because Cortana took it because she got into the computer system of everything. And it turns out that the key is used to activate Halo, and there's a bunch of others, like 7 Halo rings, and they explode and they destroy all sentient life on every planet, like in the solar system, in the universe, because what happens is the Flood feast off sentient life, and if it's all gone, then they can't survive and they starve to death slowly. And you're like, oh, you can't do that. And he's like, what do you mean I can't do it? So he goes crazy and he attacks you, and you have to fight him, and you kill him, and then you float in space, and then Master Chief takes his helmet off, but you don't get to see it. And then that's Halo.